Hey, Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews. Welcome back. Another one from Massachusetts today, and this one is another one from the Berkshire Brewing Company out of Western Massachusetts, and a brewing company whose beers are always pretty good. This one is their River Ale Dark American Wheat Ale. The River Ale Dark American Wheat Ale is considered by the company as a German Dunkel, or their variation on a German Dunkel style beer. And it's a hot day today. As you can tell, this has been sitting out for a couple minutes, and maybe you can't quite see it, but my entire bottle is sweating due to this 95-degree weather that we've been getting around here these past few days. But Berkshire produces about 600 barrels of beer per week, so it's not a bad operation for a craft brewery. The ABV on this particular beer comes in at 7% ABV. So, without further ado, I'm going to take the cap off this and see what we get. As I said, it's supposed to be a German style, their take on what they call a German Dunkel, or not what they call, but the style of a German Dunkel. That's how they're describing it on their website. So, let's give it a pour into this German style glass. Alright, give it a bit of a head here. Good grief, yeah. Yeah, you noticed I poured it straight up this time. I've always felt that you get a good response when you pour into the larger glasses if you pour it straight up. It's just, I don't know, I just kind of like it that way. Maybe that's not the polite thing to do, but anyway, we're going to give this a check. And this is coming in at about medium amber with reasonable clarity, and obviously a humongous head, but that's, as you saw, the way I poured it. The head itself is nice and silky and foamy and fluffy and all that. A bit of a carbonation going on. So it's a very nice color, I would say. Medium amber is kind of in the ballpark for a Dunkel style. Let's give it a whiff. Now, according to their website, this one is single hopped. And as I sniff it, I get a subtle malty character, sort of a subtle toasted malty character here. And also I get, in the background, I get that single hop a little bit. Not overpowering. Subtle and mellow is really a good way to describe it. But a lot of Dunkels have lower hop character anyway, so that makes some sense. Maybe a hint of a fruitiness. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's a nice balanced aroma, not too powerful, but there's enough there to tickle your nose and make you interested in drinking it. And let's take a sip. Hit them sweet parts on the front of the tongue right off the bat there, and it's definitely sweet, sugary caramel malt up front. I mean, instantly you get a good caramel taste when you first drink it. A very vibrant caramel taste, and it just hits the tongue, and it's sweet, 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 sweet. And that's what I'm getting on my first sip. A little bit of toasted malt character as well. Overall, the character is very malty. As I said, single hopped, so there's not a whole lot of hops in there, just enough to give that pinch of a tingle at the end of the drink. I don't really notice much in the way of wheat at all on this. I mean, the title is, it says wheat in the title, and I'm not really getting a whole lot of wheat character. I'm getting more of a malty character, but it's an enjoyable malty character though. But that's really the long and short of it, I would say. A good, solid, sugary, malty character with a tickle of hops at the end, thin on the wheat, and but generally fairly true to a German-style Dunkel, I would say. Pretty close in character to that. It's not a bad beer at all. I actually kind of like it. It's an enjoyable beer for a day like today where it's 95 degrees. And so that is the River Ale Dark American Wheat Ale from Berkshire. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.